How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel, and in this video we are going to be talking about Tesla stock. We're going to go over and look at exactly why Tesla stock sold off today, a little bit aggressive to the downside. We're also going to go over and look at exactly why the overall stock market reversed from yesterday's massive bull run that we saw. We're going to talk about that in detail, and also go over what Mary Barra, CEO of General Motors, had to say about Tesla. She made a very bold statement, so we're going to be talking about that. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to cover all this important information in this video coming up. As you can see over here, we have Tesla stock sitting down 8.15%. So this is pretty massive reversal. Yesterday we were sitting above $950, and right now, unfortunately, we sold off aggressive to the downside. So we're going to be talking about individual news that came out about Tesla. But before we do that, when you look at the overall stock market too, everything just completely reversed. Yesterday, we had a pretty aggressive rally right before the market closed after the Fed announced that they don't have any plans to raise interest rates at 75 basis points. So the stock market a lot like that, and we aggressively went to the upside. Unfortunately, we gave back everything today. So Apple down 5%, Microsoft 4%, 5%, Amazon 7%, 8%. We have Tesla that sold off a little bit aggressive, which is sitting at 8.3% to the downside. So we're going to be talking about in detail exactly why this happened. So the stock market is digesting, of course, what the Fed had to say yesterday. It was a pretty aggressive rally, pretty big excitement with overall investors looking ahead and being excited about, okay, there's not going to be any kind of aggressive rate hikes coming up. But right now, the overall stock market is digesting the information of what the Fed had to say yesterday. So we still not up or down. When you look at the weekly chart of the S&P 500, we still at the level that we started on Monday. So nothing really changed. We just aggressively went up and we sold off to the downside. But later on, we're going to talk about a detailed breakdown of the technical analysis of S&P 500, also Tesla. But let's go over and look at why Tesla stock sold off aggressively today. So we have some important news that came out for Tesla. We have Elon Musk that confirmed that he is going to potentially be becoming the CEO of Twitter. So recently, Twitter announced their new CEO. So after this final acquisition of the company, Elon Musk is going to be the CEO and leading the company. And some investors are definitely fearful about how Elon Musk could be able to manage Tesla, other projects like SpaceX, and we have multiple projects that he's involved in, and now another company that he's going to be managing. So investors are a little bit fearful about that. And also we have some more people that are going to be funding and participating to finalize the deal. So Elon Musk was able to raise individual investors approximately more than $7 billion to potentially finalize and complete the deal that is worth $44 billion, which is also pretty good news for somebody that's excited about Elon Musk acquiring Twitter. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Is Elon Musk going to get distracted or not? I personally do not believe that he is going to be distracted, because Tesla by itself is doing really good. And even if Elon Musk leaves Tesla, I think Tesla could potentially be dominating because they have a very strong foundation. So now let's talk about General Motors. So as you can see, General Motors is actually not doing bad, down 2.67% for the week. They're up 3.25%. Year to date, it's down 30% to the downside. So when you look at some of the important comments of what the CEO had to say about Tesla, she came out and made a very bold statement that we plan to be selling more EVs in this country than anyone else, including Tesla. So she's been known for coming out and stating multiple bold claims in the past, talking about exactly how General Motors is the leader when it comes to EVs in the US, and she even got the backing from the president. So a lot of people are very skeptical about her, but she is very, very bold when it comes to making these kind of claims and statements, and we'll see how she's planning to do that. So she recently came out and did an interview after their earnings call for Q1. So there's been a lot of challenges, not only for General Motors, but the overall EV companies. Even Tesla has some challenges when it comes to supply chains, but we got some pretty massive numbers that came out for Tesla. Of course, their earnings was phenomenal. You're gonna be hearing from Mary talking about exactly how they are planning to catch up and potentially take over Tesla. Of course, so we're gonna be hearing from her, and then I'm gonna come back and then we're gonna talk about exactly what to expect for Tesla stock tomorrow and what to expect for the whole stock market too. So make sure you stay tuned. But first, let's check out the video from her.
but you're seeing some real challenges out there, particularly when it comes to commodity costs and inflation. Give me your sense of the market right now and those challenges that you're seeing.
Sure. Well, Phil, it's great to be here. And before I get into that, I do want to just thank the entire General Motors team and all of our partners and stakeholders for helping us deliver a very strong quarter. You know, we're seeing strong demand for our products, and that pricing, which we've already seen, is allowing us to really tackle some of the issues around inflation and some of the higher commodity costs. So that's gave us the confidence that we can reaffirm our guidance. And, you know, we have levers that we can pull because of the strong products that we have, the vehicles, for instance, the new full-size trucks that are coming out right now, the Silverado and the Sierra. So that's what we're focused on. And again, we're going to just keep moving forward and executing not only the ICE portfolio that we have, but really focused on accelerating the EVs that we're putting into market and also the progress we see at Cruise from an autonomous perspective.
And we'll talk about that in a bit, but I want to talk about pricing real quick. You're able to pass some of this along ultimately to the dealers, who are then passing it along to the customer. But if we see an economy that is slowing down, potentially sliding towards a recession, do you start to lose some of that pricing power?
Well, it's something, Phil, that we're watching very, very closely. But right now, again, we're seeing a pricing environment that's stronger than even what we thought at the beginning of the year. And I think it's because of the General Motors, our strong product portfolio that we have in the market right now. You know, we're still, very constrained. Almost every truck that ends up at a dealer, the vehicles are moving quickly or they're already sold. And so that's a good place to be in with the strong demand as we work through the inflationary pressures.
Mary, you've already announced that you're going to be pulling forward your EV production as much as possible. You plan to sell at least 400,000 by the end of 2023 EVs in North America. When you look at that type of outlook for production and sales, there are more than a few people out there who are saying, A, can you get the battery production up to speed in time? And B, are the commodities that you need for battery production, for EV production, is that market going to be there? I know you've made some side deals or exclusive deals with some of the suppliers, but there is concern in the market about that.
Well, we are well on our way to executing to make sure that not only can we deliver 400,000 EVs when you look at 22 and 23, excuse me, on our way to 1 million by 2025. And we're seeing strong demand for our products, the Hummer EV and truck and SUV. We already have 60,000 reservations, 140 on the Silverado EV. The Lyriq on May 18th will start taking reservations again because the initial limited edition is already sold out. So we're seeing strong demand for our products. So then, to your point, let's talk about the supply side. Our first battery plant comes online this year. We have another plant coming online next year and another the following year, and one more that we'll announce shortly. So we're really controlling our own destiny here when we look at battery cells. And then for the raw materials that are necessary to produce EVs, we have been doing, whether it's strategic partnerships, joint ventures, and we're working to secure the supply that we'll need not only for that 400,000, but for the millions. So we have confidence that we're going to be able to execute on our plan.
So let me know in the comments below. Do you think that General Motors has a chance to catch up to Tesla? I personally don't believe that, but it's really good that she is optimistic about the future. So that's just great. But now let's talk about what S&P 500 is doing right now. As you can see, we are breaking down below the support that we had over here, which is around 415. We're sitting at 412 right now. We had a pretty aggressive rally yesterday. It was just a massive bull run. Unfortunately, we gave back everything, all of the gains that we made, and we're actually going to potentially be making new lows. So that is pretty scary, especially when we go into Friday and the weekend. So tomorrow's going to be a very critical day. If we can hold up at this price point level, which is pretty good, we have a support at around 4.9, which is the lows that we made when the news of Russia-Ukraine war started. We had this aggressive sell-off and we bounced back of this level. So that's going to be a critical point to watch for SPY S&P 500 ETF. So that is going to be really interesting how we close today too. So now let's talk about Tesla and what to expect. So Tesla, similar type of price action. Unfortunately, we're down a little bit aggressive, which is 8.12%. We had a pretty fantastic rally yesterday. We talked about we could potentially be going over to $1,000 by Friday if we got the momentum, if we got the continuation that we saw yesterday, because we had a phenomenal close yesterday. It was just a massive rally to the upside. If the bulls took charge, if they can take control, we could have actually seen $1,000 by Friday. But unfortunately, the bears came out, right? So the bears came out. Right now, we are down 8.15%. So the stock market is digesting what is going on with the Fed, interest rate hikes and everything. So that is expected. We expected some form of volatility, extreme volatility, but after we saw that massive conviction from the bulls yesterday, we thought, okay, we might get a continuation, but that did not happen. So we're still digesting everything. When you look at the price action, of course, we're still just back to the price that we were a few days ago. Nothing really changed. We had this massive excitement with the Fed yesterday, and now we're back to square one and everything, just not only for Tesla, but also for S&P 500. So it's nothing to be surprised about. We just expected extreme volatility and we got it. So nothing really changed about Tesla or anything like that. We just got the confirmation that Elon Musk got the funding of $7 billion, more than $70 billion. And also he's going to potentially be taking charge and leading Twitter at the same time too. So those are the new updates that we saw. So now let's talk about, what to expect for tomorrow. So Friday, we're going into the weekend. So if we can stay above 850, that would be fantastic. $850 is the price point that we talked about a few days ago. 850, 950 is the how Tesla could potentially bounce over. So if we can stay above 850, that will be fantastic. But that's going to be the price point level that I'm watching if we continue the sell-off. And if tomorrow, if we can get another reversal, it'll be great to see Tesla going above $900. So that's going to be the key price point levels to watch. 850, that's going to be the support that we're watching. So let me know in the comments section below. What do you think about the massive reversal that we saw today? And do you think that General Motors has a chance to potentially catch up to Tesla and take over? I'd love to hear your opinion. Let me know in the comments section below. But I got you guys on another video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and also if you want free stocks, you check out the links in the description box below. But I got you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.